All right, welcome to FabCon TV. I'm Patrick LeBlanc, your host. We're here in beautiful Vienna, and I'm here with Eric. Eric, before we get started, why don't you tell the people who you are and what you do?
Yeah, my name is Eric Melcher, and I'm the Chief Technology Officer for Profisee.
Oh, wow, CTO.
Right? Yeah.
Not a CDO, a CTO.
CTO,
right?
yeah,
All right.
with the T.
So tell us about Profisee. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so Profisee, we are a master data management software vendor. So, we help customers solve the challenges they have around their data. At Fabric Conference, obviously, we're talking a lot about the work that we're doing with Fabric as well. But we help customers get a handle on who their customers are, what products they sell, where their warehouses are. So any vertical has master data, and we help put that data under management, help improve people's analytics, as well as help improve the operations back in their source systems as well.
Okay. So tell me about one customer success story that shows the impact of Profisee running on Microsoft Fabric.
Yeah, so actually we just wrapped up our session here today at FabCon, and we had with us our customer Aker BP, and they're a great success story. So Aker BP has selected Fabric as their common data platform. They selected Microsoft Purview for data governance, and they selected Profisee for master data management. And the real driver for them was not only do they need better data for analytics inside of Fabric, but now they're getting serious about how can they leverage AI within their broader enterprise. And they're realizing pretty quickly that, hey, if we don't get our house in order and we try to feed this bad quality data into AI, they're going to get all kinds of bad results and hallucinations and everything else that you don't want with AI. So they're using Profisee as effectively something that sits in front of Fabric as well as in front of their broader enterprise AI ecosystem to help curate the data products that they need to actually make AI work better as well.
Bad data, bad AI, right?
Yep.
Got to have
Absolutely.
good data. Yeah. And so let's switch gears a little bit. You guys are Microsoft partners. Profisee is a Microsoft partner. And so how has that collaboration with Microsoft help your product innovation, scale or grow faster?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few facets to that. So first off, the platform itself, we're built on top of Microsoft-centric technologies. So we use SQL Server quite heavily, and obviously that's a great platform for any enterprise application. We run our SaaS service, runs all natively in Azure, so we're using a lot of the native Azure tooling there as well. But in addition to how making it easier, faster for us to build a leading MDM product in the market, we've done a lot of work with a lot of the Microsoft teams to actually make it easier to drop our product into an Azure-centric organization, plug that gap around master data management, the capabilities we deliver, and then integrate us with a lot of those adjacent products. So we've done a lot of really innovative work with the various product teams where they're actually building things that we can hook into, we're building things that hook into things that we're building, and really joint innovation between our teams.
So tell me about your journey with Microsoft Fabric and what inspired you to use Fabric, as part of your solution.
Yeah, it really goes back. So we were doing some work with both the Azure Data Factory teams and the Power BI teams several years ago. At some point, we actually were invited in to be one of the very few ISVs that were in the private preview of Fabric in the early days. And then we were approached by the Fabric workload development team to be one of 12 design partners for the Fabric workload development kit. So once that started up, we actually got early access to the SDK. And then we got to working with the team. They've been great. A lot of the team's based out of Israel. Super smart and talented. And so what we've done now is our goal is to deliver all of our MDM capabilities, but natively inside of Fabric. So I'm in Fabric, I'm a Fabric architect. I'm trying to build out my medallion layer of my medallion, or my gold layer of my medallion architecture. And I'm really struggling with getting the data that I need there. And so our goal is to bring our capabilities into Fabric, allow them to use things like our data quality engine, our matching engine, et cetera, as well as the ability for data stewards to bring their knowledge into the data, but then to deliver that entire end-to-end experience inside of Microsoft Fabric itself.
Okay, so the rapid pace of development in Microsoft Fabric, it's crazy, right?
It is. It's a very large team. They're moving quickly. We're a little smaller, so it's a lot of work to keep up, but they've been phenomenal to work with.
So what are you most excited about in the next 6 months with Fabric and your product together?
Yeah, so I'm excited about, I'd say two things. As far as Fabric specifically, we've got this vision of being able to, for someone to go and build their MDM solution 100% inside of the Fabric experience. And we just shipped 2 new features in the last couple weeks. We really got one major feature left to go. And at that point, we'll have achieved that goal of really saying, like, hey, you could go into Fabric, start working with Profisee, and get from the starting line to the finish line 100% inside of Fabric. So really excited about executing and finishing the journey we've been on now for 18 months or so. And the other thing I'm excited about is sort of outside of Fabric, which is a lot of the exciting stuff we're doing with AI. We just launched recently our own AI set of capabilities. Her name is AZ.
AZ.
Our goal as a company is to make MDM easy. So that's just putting AI and easy together. That's where her name comes from.
AZ. Okay,
AZ, AZ does it. So we got all kinds of fun taglines.
AZ does it. All right.
So launching those capabilities and continue to build out her capabilities and skills as an AI capability and agent inside of Profisee.
Exciting. So if you had to describe your product, how would you do it at a dinner party?
So we actually joke about this on our leadership team, where anytime we're at a party with a group of friends, if someone asks what we do everything we can to not say the phrase master data management. We'll tell I work in enterprise software. What kind of software? Oh, it's in the data management space, because the moment you say master data management, everybody just kind of like glazes over, falls asleep. Yeah. But when I'm forced to, the best way to do it is to tell a story. Domino's Pizza is one of our big customers. So we'll talk about, imagine you're ordering pizza from your phone on the app. You walk into the store, you call the store. How do they figure out, who their actual customers are? Yeah. Prior to Profisee, Domino's really considered a customer address. So their top customers were college dorms, large office complexes, apartment buildings, because at the end of the day, they all had the same address. So with Profisee, we were able to connect the dots of the customer identifiers across all these different channels that people would order in. And then Domino's used that to start build out their customer database and understand who their customers actually were, what they actually order. Now they use that to drive things like what recommendations would they make. When you're in the app and you're placing your order, they'll look at your past order history regardless of where you ordered from to make the right recommendation of something you might add on. So that's the easiest way to tell a story, and then try to avoid saying MDM if we can.
I would definitely get it. All right, last question. My favorite question is, you work with Microsoft Fabric, you got a magic wand, you can make one feature appear that would really help your product. What would it be?
We're a little different probably because, our usage of Fabric is primarily as an ISV.
Yeah.
And so I think one thing I would want to do is figure out a way to make it faster and easier for us to build our workload. But it's a give and take. When you sit down and talk to Amir about his vision for the workload, his goal is to create something that looks and smells and feels exactly like any other Fabric UI.
Yep.
But what that's meant for us is that we really are rewriting pretty broad parts of our product natively inside of Fabric using Fabric's kit. So, mine is more of a selfish wish as an ISV partner.
It's all right.
Yeah, but
it's
I
your
think,
wand.
Yeah, it's my wand, and we spend a lot of money, and I'd love to be able to get there faster.
Yep.
But we're super excited, and it's well worth it regardless.
All right. Well, Eric, thank you for taking the time, and thank you all for watching. And we will absolutely see you next time on FabCon TV. Have a nice day.
Thanks, Patrick.
Thanks, man.
What a great conversation at the Microsoft Fabric Community Conference. Be sure to give this video a like and hit subscribe for more videos coming out of FabCon TV. Also, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you to register for the next FabCon, which will be in Atlanta in March 2026. Come join Patrick, myself, and all of the Microsoft folks. You can see a QR code on the screen right now. Scan that and use code FABATL to get $200 off of the registration. Thank you so much for watching. Keep being awesome, and we'll see you in the next video.